Hello, I'm gonna read what boys can do and girls can do. 여자 남자가 할 일 by 하나 있다. What boys can do and girls can do. Mr. Lee had 2 daughters and 2 sons. The first child loved reading, so she read books all day. Whenever they had questions, they asked the first child. Then she answered all the questions. The second was very, very strong, so she could lift heavy rocks and pots. She was the first one to handle all the works that required strength. And every time Mr. Kim, who lived next door, scolded her. She's a girl. The third loved cooking, so he cooked delicious foods every day. Then, the family ate the dish together. The fourth was very good at sewing. He made all the clothes for the family. The neighbors were very envy, except for Mr. Kim, who lives next door. Oh, a man sewing? One day, Mr. Kim, who lives next door alone, was very bored. He followed Mr. Lee's family and continued nagging. He scolded the girls. A girl should do houseworks, not reading books or using strength. And he scolded the boys. A man should use strength. Cooking and sewing? Oh my world. But Mr. Lee always smiled. Hey, who decides what girls and boys can do? What they enjoy and like is all that matters. And no matter how many times Mr. Kim scolded, there were always laughters in Mr. Lee's house. As time passed, Mr. Kim was sick. Mr. Lee's daughters and sons were worried, so they came to Mr. Kim's house. A few moments later, the first came back with a book. You have a very bad cold. Then the third made a boiled pear and bean sprout soup that's good for cold and gave it to Mr. Kim. The second fixed the old and broken cowshed. And the fourth needed a muffler and gave it to Mr. Kim. Mr. Kim was very, very happy and thankful. And few days later, Mr. Kim was healthy again, and he walked around the village. Then, the villagers were crowded, talking about Mr. Lee. Mr. Lee's daughters read books and use strength, and the boys, they cook and sew. Then Mr. Kim, who was listening quietly, shouted, Who decides what boys and girls can do? What they like and enjoy is all that matters.